Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Andrew Lau, Lowsutea President. It was great to see you. There are so many people from Hong Kong, Hawaii, also from Philippines, Singapore. Wow, lots of different people all over the world. Actually, many also people from the United States, from Canada, and so forth. Now, today, this program is very important because, as you know, lots of people have possible constipation issue. As you know, constipation can be bothersome because people every day has a habit of emptying the bowel. But if you're not able to empty the bowel, people are going to be very frustrated and they will say, wow, how come I get to empty the bowel? And I have so many requests to say, as being a diabetic, I have difficulties, getting the bowel movement going. And they were really asking, is there any way to help them to emptying the bowel? And I understand where they're coming from because yes, it is correct. If not emptying the bowel, a lot of people actually get felt that, hey, there's something, I need to do, but I cannot do it. And they can be very frustrating with that. And so today's lecture is not only the reason how to why you will have constipation and what's the cause, what is the remedy to help you instead of depend on laxative medication, because laxative medication long-term use actually is not good. But we have several very good methods can help you to actually help you to naturally, like food, diet, and also acupressure can definitely help you. And today will be a very fantastic webinar to help you to get that simple technique. And I tell you, this technique works because it worked for me, worked for many people who tried it, worked for elder ladies, which I taught, and they said, this is really works. So today, I think we all will be benefit if you listen to this webinar carefully, especially acupressure. You can able to truly do something very simple, and you do it for yourself, and you can able to have very good bowel movement. So I know it's not a good subject to talk about bowel movement, but on the hand, it is important. Okay. 各位朋友，我係 Andrew Lau 啊，Lowsutea President 你好。嗱，今日講嘅節目咧好特別啊，其實因為點解咧？就好多人咧即係去大便咧，係咪即係一個正常嘅東西咧？每日都要噶嘛，係咪？咁但係好多人咧就話：哇，我去唔到喎，好弊喎。咁去唔到嘅時候咧，好多人咧就話：哇，係咪真係有冇咩辦法啊？係咪可以食藥啊？咁其實長期食藥咧就唔好嘅。咁但係咧有好多嘢咧你可以做到嘅，譬如咧好似多啲 fiber 嘅食物啊，應該我教晒你嘅。咁仲有咧有啲 acupressure， 即係用嘅手撳一啲脈搏嘅地方咧，你係喺度幫助到你咧，係能夠令到個腸咧 activate 翻，咁你咧就可以咧去大便易啲嘅。咁呢個咧係今日一個好特別嘅 lecture。希望你大家收咗之後咧，你能夠做呢啲嘢咧，係令到你更加容易去大便。Okay, so today I'm so happy that we have a chance to share with you some of the secret or some of the items that definitely can help you with bowel movement, whereby this is a daily thing that you can do and help you to get yourself better prepared for the day and give you all the rationale why it's happened that way. Okay, good. So first of all, I'm going to share my screen to you first. All right, thanks, wonderful listener all the time. Anyway, I'm going to spend, because we have so many people from all over the world, I need to spend just 5-10 minutes to just go through what is diabetes so everybody can catch up, because there are quite a few people catch up. As you know, I talk about the reason why diabetes is so concerned for so many people. The reason is because it affects the entire body blood vessels. Blood vessel is the key. A lot of people don't understand high blood sugars, but the reason is that so bad is because it plug up all your entire body blood vessel. You don't take care of it. And because of that, it affected all your organ function from head to toe, everything. So that is the most detrimental things for all diabetes. Now, to control your blood sugar in your body, that few things that you have to remember. Diabetic and pre-diabetic is the same thing. So you have to control your blood sugar, prevent them being high, because when you're high, adding up the cholesterol, then it will start plugging, forming plaques everywhere and plugging entire body. So the functions of, the steps you have to do for diabetes and pre-diabetic is no different, the same. That's why I want to make sure everybody understand that. And you have to keep your A1C all the way to 6.4 and below, not above is okay, is not okay, 6.4 below. Many of our clients now has a objective. They want the remission with the A1C drop down to below 6.4 and below. So I will encourage everybody set that target, okay? Now, if you don't do anything, 3 years pre-diabetic, most likely will convert to a diabetes, which is no good, because once you convert, it cannot come back. So to do that, you have to control diet, low carb diet. What is diet? You have to exercise 10,000 steps a day. You have to weight management, BML 23 and lower, or for Caucasian 25 lower. And also you have to have blood tracking, measure blood sugar, and you have to listen to our webinar to catch up what's going on. The important is no white food, because white food is all powder. We're going to have, you have problem with that. You're going to have problem with, any white food would be rice, things like that, or limited, very limited of that. Make sure no sugar drinks like soda, water, and all that. And naturally, drink Lowsutea, which is a total natural product, help you lower blood sugar, as proven, lower your cholesterol, lower your blood pressure, and detox. So it is really a good product to continue to drink, because a lot of people now even are saying that even they take medication, the blood sugar doesn't turn down. But once they take Lowsutea, it goes down.嗱，各位朋友記住，糖尿病者同埋前期患者一樣嘅，因為個問題最大問題啊，就係因為咧我哋嗰啲血管裏邊血同埋膽固醇加埋一齊咧就好結，結咗之後就 form 咗啲叫血塊 plaques everywhere， 成身都係喎，由頭去到落尾。咁樣咧就 damn 可以損壞你嘅血管啦，損壞所有不同嘅你嘅器官啦，好似心啊、肺心啊、腎啊、腦啊，哇！呢全部會損壞，所以係一個好嚴重嘅東西。如果你唔 take care 嘅話，嗱，好多人唔知道話我依家冇乜嘢啊，但係10年後你就好大問題㗎啦。所以呢個係保護你嘅長遠嘅發展嘅。咁同埋咧，仲有咧，你嗰個食嘅東西一定係 A1C 咧，要食嘅東西係幫助低嘅碳水化合物咧，就能夠令到你咧能夠繼續降低你嘅 A1C 啦。但係同埋要食藥啦，可能嗱好多人咧飲咗去糖茶咧，就真係可以降低咗血糖嘅，咁令到佢嘅血管咧就唔會塞啦。如果你係前期患病者，你咩都唔做，嗱，前期最大問題係因為冇藥食嘅，你只係自己控制。咁我醫生就話你唔好食咁多甜嘢啦，但係好多人都唔懂要做乜嘢。咁同呢個嘅時候咧，如果你飲到去糖茶，最低有個幫助俾你咧，能夠繼續降低血糖，令到你咧 A1C 唔會彈咗去6.5以上。當你彈6.5以上咧，就係糖尿患病者㗎啦。咁以後咧，一過咗呢樣嘢咧，過咗2次嘅測驗1年裏邊咧，咁你又糖尿患病者㗎喎，咁就好弊啦，因為好多嘢會係有問題嘅。咁其實咧，最緊要咧就係要有好嘅食物罐控制啦，要做運動啦，又要做你嘅磅數控制啦，同埋咧真係唔好食咁多白粉嘅東西啦，好似飯啊，唔好飲個 juice 啊或者 soda 嗰啲，就全部最緊要合俾嚟幫助你啦。So the key thing here is to get your blood sugar high. Really, as several things will happen. One is that when your blood sugar goes up, your also your LDL goes up. The LDL will damage your B cells coming from the pancreas. When that happens, your pancreas B cell does not take sugar into the cells. So more and more sugar insulin comes out. You will have continued not enough insulin to take sugar into the cells. So more and more they call it insulin resistance because the damage of the B cell from the cholesterol. So your blood sugar will also continue goes up. Is that a catch-22? When that happens, your whole body, the blood will become thickening because your cholesterol, your sugar add together, the blood become thickened. Net result of that, you will have plaques from everywhere of the entire vessel throughout the body. That is the most detrimental item where people don't realize this is going to be the cause you lots and lots of problems. Now, as time goes, your blood sugar down, you become a pre-diabetic. Your blood sugar, A1C, will start up from 5.7 and move all the way to 6.4 and eventually move up beyond 6.4 and 6.5 and you become a diabetic. And majority of these people, this 4 stage are all, everybody go through that. And you will not skip this stage basically. So net result, you want to prevent yourself convert to be diabetes. You want to be pre-diabetic. You want to make sure that you don't convert. If you are pre-diabetic, we'll try to get, if you have diabetes, we'll try to get you back to the pre-diabetic stage, okay? So 各位堂友，其實個個都 go through 呢4個 stage。第一個 stage 係你個糖開始漲高，你個膽固醇 LDL 做降租，咁個 LDL 就膽固醇咧就去損壞你嘅 B cell， 咁你帶就唔帶啲糖入去個細胞裏邊。咁第二個 stage 咧，因為你嘅糖同埋個膽固醇咧就好整到血好厚，咁就 form 咗好多 plaque， 好多 plaque 出現咧，咁你就弊家伙啦，咁你就變咗咧就會你啲血管咧開始一路係咁全身塞，咁佢全身塞即係由頭塞落尾喎，咁你10年後咧就好大問題出現㗎啦。所以咧你變咗嚟講咧，第3個 stage 咧，你糖喺度高 up 嘅時候，你嘅 A1C 咧就過咗5.7以上咧，你就開始叫 pre-diabetic， 即係前期患病者。前患後咧之後咧去到 6.4 以下咧，你都係前患者。6.5 以上咧就糖尿患病。咁第3個 stage 有3年時間咧，一路慢慢升上去嘅，有陣時快啲，有陣時慢啲㗎。咁但係咧，當你去到 6.5 咧，你就已經糖尿患病者啦。咁你一定要繼續控制咧，就唔好變咗佢係糖尿病啦。So 好 important 咧，就一定要繼續係呢4個 stage 個人都係咁嘅。So remember, this 4 stage is all everybody have that. So you got to be careful and make sure it doesn't get you into that stage. Okay. Now, how Lowsutea work is very simple. We basically have guava leaves in there, which block the sugar entering the vessel. Bitter melon basically help you increase the sensitivity of the insulin, so take the sugar into the cells because they make all insulin become more sensitive, take sugar in the cells. Because insulin is no longer sensitive, so now bitter melon have that function to help you do that. Now, then bitter melon also add one more thing is very important. They carry the sugar, the cholesterol, and the salt. Will dump that out onto the urine. It doesn't reabsorb. So net result, you have the lower blood sugar, lower cholesterol, and last, lower salt, then eventually lower blood pressure. So 3 high will be lower. So that is very simple to do. Lowsutea 點 work 咧？好簡單，佢有幾個 function 嘅。第一就係呢個叫做快食口葉啦，咁佢就唔俾啲糖入去嗰個腸嘅血管裏邊，咁佢唔入去，其實佢係 delay absorption 嘅。咁變咗嚟講咧，咁咪少啲糖入去血管裏邊啦。第二樣嘢咧就 bitter melon 咧，苦瓜，咁佢就能夠帶啲糖入去個細胞裏邊。點解咧？佢因為increase 咗嗰個胰島素嘅 sensitivity， 咁啲胰島素有 work 打翻啲糖入去細胞裏邊啦。仲有一樣好嘢就係原來苦瓜會抌啲糖咧，由個尿嗰度掉出嚟 ，cholesterol 又掉出嚟，鹽又掉出嚟，咁以後咧你就變咗 end up 咧，就你係會係少糖、少 cholesterol， 仲有因為少咗鹽咧，你血壓亦都降低嘅。同埋好多人飲咗之後腳腫都唔見埋，所以係 very good。So very important Guava leaves actually block sugar, and then bitter melon help to take the sugar into the cell because they increase the sensitivity to insulin and also dump sugars out the urine. That's why after you drink, you feel you go to a lot of urine. That is the reason. Dump out the sugar, okay? So that's going to work. Now, if you don't do anything, for example, I ignore it. Now, the problem when you ignore that is going to be an issue. That's the reason is they have all kind of health issue that you down the road experience. And we talk a lot about that. I will continue to talk about that because a lot of people kind of forgot. A lot of people said, wow, you mean I can have stroke? Yes, you can have stroke when you're diabetes. You mean I can be blind? Yes, because you have potential diabetic glaucoma. And I have a lot of friends now already told me, oh, I'm blurred, I cannot see. I have to send them to my eye doctor, recommend them. And they said, well, I can only save you one eye. Wow, really sad, man. You cannot see anymore, or your eyes will always blur. Imagine you will be blurred from that on. It cannot reverse. And imagine how sad that's going to be. You cannot see. And then you have the pancreas malfunction that doesn't, get your insulin work anymore. The worst is 40 to 60% of the diabetic patients have heart disease, meaning the vessel will be blocked up. So they will have that bypass and they may potential heart attack. The worst is the nerve damage. Now, nerve damage is later on we'll talk about, and actually it's affect your entire body. You can have feeling, you have less sensitivity, it affects your gut. And that's one of the reasons why today you have constipation, because the nerve damage. And also high blood pressure, because you damage your blood vessel, block everywhere, blood pressure goes up. And then you have not feeling it, the nerve damage, so you might have end up your foot being amputated, and diabetic nephropathy, meaning you damage your kidneys, so your kidney will become stuck up, it doesn't filtrate anymore. 30% of the patient had lack of sexual function because they cannot feel. Certain pregnancy or complication is because they're gestation diabetic. If they don't take care, you know what, they will get diabetes later on, even though they get well a little bit. So you got to really watch. I have a lot of clients with that too. So that is all the things that you end up. 嗱，各位朋友，如果你唔做嘢嘅話咧，真係有個問題嘅。好多人都會話，如果你糖尿病會有中風嘅咩？當然一定會有，因為咧遲啲咧你嘅血管係塞咗上個腦嗰度咧，啲血透唔到咧。我好多朋友都有呢個睇過佢爸爸或者佢嘅媽咪係有糖尿病咧，就中風咧，就係呢個問題出現啦。咁同埋咧有青光眼咧，真係睇唔到喎。咁變咗咧，你諗下，如果你30或者40零歲、50歲已經睇唔到嘢，你幾慘啊！哇，成世都睇唔到啊，因為唔翻到轉頭嘅呢個，同埋咧就胰島素，你胰臟壞咗，出唔到胰島素就好弊啦。咁但係40至60% 嘅病人係有心臟病啊，好多人會有即係呢個所謂叫做搭橋啦，嗰啲呢啲係常見嘅病嚟嘅，同埋 nerve damage 神經有損壞咧係好嚴重啊，因為呢個咧就係你個肚去唔到大便就係因為 nerve damage， 仲有咧好多時嘅 nerve damage 咧係令到你冇得 feel 咧，咁你嘅腳整損咗又唔感覺到啊，同埋冇 sexual function， 全部係 nerve damage 嘅。咁仲有 high blood pressure 啦，好重要啦，因為你嘅血管塞晒啊嘛，咁血壓高啦，咁啊仲有 amputation 啊，有啲人病好高糖嗰啲人咧控制唔到咧，要割咗個腳，又咁啊弊啦，有咩損壞啊？咁同埋咧仲有腎病啦，70% 香港嘅洗腎人咧係腎病咧，係喺呢個糖尿病。嗱，3月份咧，我有Professor Larry Chan 喺 University Colorado 會同我哋講書咩叫diabetic 腎病，呢個係一個好重要嘅東西。咁第4咧就係仲有咧就係我哋好多朋友原來30% 糖尿病係冇性功能，因為佢感覺唔到嘅。咁同埋咧就係如果懷孕併發症，亦都係一個好大嘅問題，將來佢會容易有翻糖尿病嘅。所以話糖尿病咧，我哋教授話俾你聽，佢話你講係呢個 COVID-19 更加差，呢個更加慘，因為呢個係一世嘅病咧，係令到佢更加身體唔健康嘅。 So a lot of doctor and professor was telling me, they said, hey, Andrew, you're doing a really great job to educate. You know why? He said, COVID-19 is bad. It's not bad. He said, it's only maybe 1-2 months, you'll be okay. But this diabetes is your lifelong disease, and you are really doing a good job to educate others. So that is really important. Now, and another thing, we have 5 programs to help you, holding your hand throughout your diabetic journey to basically give you all the good stuff on to lower your blood sugar. Basically, we'll teach you about diet, drinking Lowsutea, lower your blood sugar through diet control. We have exercise program, we have weight control program. Certainly, we have weekly webinar. You're already here right now, and then we have daily teach you how to track your blood so you know where you at. The sad part is in diabetes, you don't track your blood sugar, you don't know where you at. So you gotta continue to track your blood sugar by picking your finger or use one of the Apple free library, and eventually Apple Watch is going to come out one to actually check your blood. So that will be really cool. 嗱，各位朋友，我哋有5個 program 咧，其實你可以繼續講俾你聽咧。第一係點樣降低血糖，由 diet 方面做到出嚟啦，同埋仲有點去飲去糖茶啦。第3咧就係 exercise 啦，點去做運動啦，好簡單，行路就得㗎啦。咁原來咧就係呢個磅數控制啦。咁同埋咧，仲有每個禮拜都有一個 webinar 俾你聽，可以繼續係鼓勵你去點做其他嘢。哇，好重要喎！鼓勵你去點繼續咧，係能夠令到你咧係更加了解咩個糖尿病，同埋用咩點去 manage。現在所有我見到好多嘅即係糖友嘅program 咧，都係講食，但唔講 management。好重要係 understand 個 total management 同埋個 disease 嘅總體乜嘢嚟嘅咧？呢個係裏面有咩關？依度距離依度嘅全部有咩 connect 到嘅咧？冇人講呢樣嘢，全部都食。其實糖尿病係一個全新嘅 disease， 所以呢個咧係好重要嘅。所以你今日嚟聽書咧，你好彩啦，已經知道好多嘢咧，人哋聽唔到嘅，咁你就知道點預防。OK。So important. Why we're going through this all the time is because we teach you diabetic and pre-diabetic management. So you will not able to get worse. And as time goes on, you continue to be healthy. And our new goals for you guys are going to be remission. Get your blood sugar from A1C or 10 plus all the way down to under 6.4. That is your new objective. 嗱，各位糖友，我今日咧個目標咧就令到你咧係要有一個能夠翻轉頭，由糖尿病去到唔糖尿病，即係前期患病 6.4 以下。如果係前期患病嘅 6.4 去到 5.7。呢個就係我哋俾你嘅，大家一齊合作嘅目標，鼓勵你做到呢樣嘢。哇！如果做呢樣咧，你一定身體會健康嘅。So today now we're going to talk about our pre-diabetic, diabetic, how we can make our bowel movement real easy. Now, reason why I want to establish this is because a lot of people have been talking to me and say, Andrew, I have problem with daily bowel movement. Can you help me? And I understand that because I have the same problem as a pre-diabetic, and I know a lot of pre-diabetic diabetes also have the same problem. A lot of people say, can I take medication? Yeah, you can, certainly, but it's not good for a long term. So let's talk about that, get you to understand that so you can understand why I'm constipated and what can I do without taking medication. Certainly, eventually you could take some medication, but you don't want to depend on the medication. You want to continue work with it, but not to dependent to it. So first of all, diabetic, pre-diabetic constipation is a common complaint. Matter of fact, they were saying that 60% of pre-diabetic patients or diabetic patients, or maybe even higher, they all experience some form of constipation. The reason is because the high blood sugar causes a lot of nerve damage, and then net result, the constipation occur. Now, that is pretty high. A lot of studies show that. And also, if you are diabetes or pre-diabetic, you will have a definite risk to have a diabetic neuropathy, meaning the damaging of your nerve. And when you damage the nerve, and that will affect your digestive system, or your gut movement and so on, because nerve is not working well, the gut is not going to move. And the gut don't move, constipation will occur. So this webinar will help give you all the tips naturally, how we can help you to get your bowel movement really work for, especially for pre-diabetic, diabetic client. Easy passing stool. Now, especially elderly, keep that in mind. And this is truly need to understand. If you are 65 or 60 and above, bowel movement is become a very important thing for you, because you don't want to go, You know what? When you do that, guess what? Your blood pressure goes up. When your blood pressure goes up, you don't know how much it goes up. It might be 200 on the high diastolic blood pressure. Your systolic also goes up, diastolic goes up. So both blood pressure will also go up very high when you go, because you try to pressure your bowel, move it up. Why is so important? Because you have potentially stroke. Because you don't know how much micro vessel in your brain is actually can take all these high blood pressure. So elderly, and I saw many patients who was my ICU patients at that time, because they just do not have good stool or softened stool. So they have to force it out. That result, the vessel in the brain blow, and get what? Guess what? They have stroke. And so really, you don't want to be in that boat, because you're going to have all kind of long-term disease, healthcare problem, because you have a stroke, because it's just due to you force the bowel movement to push your stool out. So bowel movement, it is a potential risk if you don't take care of it, especially elderly. Younger folk maybe not that high, but when you're over 60 and above, especially when you're 70, 80, 90, wow, that is going to be a problem. Okay? 嗱，各位同學，今日我講嘅嘢咧好特別嘅，因為咧其實原來咧便秘咧係已經係普通嘅糖尿病者或者前期或者常見嘅東西。原來佢哋好多 study 60% 咧嘅人咧都有呢個所謂便秘嘅問題出現，60% 話都好大喎嚇。咁同埋仲有咧，如果你係糖尿患病者咧，你個 chance 係有呢個便秘係好高。個原因咧，因為長期糖尿患病者或者前期患病者咧，佢哋都一路落去嘅時候咧，就會有一樣嘢發生，就係咩啊？神經系統損壞，即係呢個 nerve damage 啊，呢個叫做 diabetic neuropathy， 即係話呢個糖尿病者嘅神經系統會損壞。當佢損壞咗嘅時候咧，你就會 eventually 咧就會影響咗你嘅成個肚嘅運作，即係腸運作，因為個 third nerve 做唔到嗰啲用到腸 movement 咧，咁你就變咗嚟講咧，你就開始有便秘。咁今日嘅 webinar 咧好重要，就教你係點能夠 naturally， 即係天然地嘅，佢能夠你個便係大便係更加舒暢。嗱，呢個好你有冇搞錯 Andrew 教我哋教大便？唔係，因為呢個係常見嘅東西。如果你唔 take care 咧，當你老啲咧係有問題嘅。點解咧？當我喺深切ICU 做嘅時候，深切治療做嘅時候咧，好多嘅老啲嘅病人60零歲，佢就係因為佢谷個大便，血壓嘣俾佢升咗上嚟，可能過咗200幾度。嗱，一過咗200幾度咧，佢有 risk 咩啊？中風啊 ，boom 個血管爆，一爆咗之後咧，弊家伙啦，咁你就中風啦。中風咧，你就有一個好大長遠嘅即係全身嘅生活啊，都會影響到，喐唔到，瞓醫院瞓幾年唔出奇。 所以咧，我希望你冇啲親戚朋友或者你自己係去到呢個部位，所以咧就唔好谷大便，千祈老嘅時候唔好谷大便，一定令到你大便舒暢。所以唔係話即係哇咁搞錯喺度教你大便點樣搞錯啊？唔係，呢個係幫助你防止呢啲咁嘅風險。所以今日係講呢個東西係好重要嘅。So first of all, let's talk about diabetic nerve damage is actually affect your entire body, okay? It affects your brains everywhere. But one of the most important damage is affect your vagus nerve. And you know what? The vagus nerve here is actually control your bowel movement. And that is where the bowel movement is like a wave-like thing, you know, it'll move like that and pushing fluid, food, stool, all the way down to the large intestine, eventually come out in the anus, okay? That is the wave thing, is the bowel movement. That's what it is all about. Now, if the vagus nerve damage, they are not able to effectively moving this nerve, this bowel movement, then, you know, your bowel will slow down. It will slow down, your constipation will come. That is the whole effect. You're part of that body why, you know, you have eventually a nerve damage create constipation. 嗱，各位朋友，點解神經系統咧係會影響你嗰個排便嘅 function 咧？咁有個神經系統叫 vagus nerve，OK？vagus nerve 咧就係喺個腦嗰度啦，係控制咩啊？你成個腸嘅運作嘅。當你腸運作唔係好嘅時候咧，你就冇咗啲咁嘅 waveform 一路咁喐落去個肚嗰度咧，將啲大便或者食物推落去。當你越推慢嘅時候咧，咁你就開始咧有個便秘，因為啲大便落唔到去嘛，咁啲水就走咗去啦嘛。咁變咗你咧大便咧就一嚿一粒就塞住晒。應該再俾多相你就睇，你知明白㗎啦。所以呢個係一個特別好重要嘅一個講述嘅東西，咁你更加了解係好重要嘅。Okay, so what is the sign of actually the constipation? First of all, you have to strain to go. It doesn't come naturally. You know, I have to push. And that is really a lot of this is the sign of pushing. And that one thing is, yeah, you are really getting to constipation. Now, secondly is you have bowel movement, at least feel that 3 times a week. You know, where not every day you can go. You're going to be pushing yourself, cannot go. And the next day you cannot go. And the third day, maybe you can go. So you can be very frustrated because you keep kind of, wow, man, it's so hard to go. I know you all have this feeling. But if I cannot go, I kind of frustrated. I said, wow, I cannot go to, you know, make my daily bowel movement. Are you kidding me? You know, it's very frustrating, you know. But that is the key here that a lot of people don't understand. That's what happened. Because if you cannot go, then you really, you can be very frustrated and it can affect you emotional. Some people say, I cannot go, I have to go, you know. So this is the kind of things that a lot of people, wow, you mean you really have to have that issue? Yes, it is a very important issue. You can be very frustrated if you cannot go. And if your bowel comes out at a sign, wow, it's always one piece is, you know, small piece like this, it's hard and dry and lumpy, that is a sign of constipation. And you have difficult passing the stool out, okay? It's really take time, push it down. And also you feel that, wow, I have a hard time emptying my bowel. I always feel like there's something in there. And also you feel bloated. Oh, I feel like always there. Now, also because you're bloated, you have a lot of, you might have stomach ache because of the fact that your stomach feel hurt, your intestine feel hurt. It's really intestinal area. You feel kind of not very comfortable. You feel like I want to go, but I cannot go. I'm sure all of you have that feeling before. But that is the first sign of constipation. And the reason why that is not working, getting a waste product come down, is because it could be the nerve damage, and it could be due to your diet, because you don't have enough fiber to to get your roughage out. Could be also your medication, because some medication do cause constipation. So that's few things. But more important for diabetes, there's a very high chance is the nerve damage or nerves start slowing down. And you also could be because you don't have enough diet. So that is something that you have to first look at. Do you have sign of constipation? Okay, if you do, then what other symptoms come with it? So let's talk about that in the next page. But we'll talk about sign first. Okay. 嗱，各位堂友，一定有啲現象咧睇得出嚟咧，你個 sign 嘅病變係有咩喺度嘅 ？OK。咁好多時咧，第一樣咧你就去唔到，哇！你2、3日都去唔到。咁你咧好多時咧去唔到嘅人咧就會好 frustrated 嘅，因為你只係去大便係一個正常每人日都要去㗎啦。咁你去唔到咧，好多人就話：哇，搞錯去唔到啊，好唔舒服，好辛苦啊！咁你個人咧又開始猛震啦，越整越差啦，坐喺1個鐘頭都去唔到啦。咁越整越弊嘅。咁同埋咧，仲有咧，你就算屙到出嚟咧，係一粒咁大粒嘅東西。咁邊度嚟嘅咧？係一個好乾嘅，又腫咗一粒嘅東西出嚟。咁令到你咧更加係好唔舒服，同埋咧你好難去。大便係十分難去，同埋咧亦都覺得好似去唔切咁嘅，即係去唔到啊！即係仲有好多大便喺肚嗰度嘅，亦都空唔到。哇！咁你個樣又覺得好唔舒服嘅，同埋咧感覺咧好似肚係脹晒咁嘅，同埋有時痛啦，底下痛啦，即係大腸嘅地方痛啦。咁邊咗嚟講，令到你咧係會覺得。哇，好唔舒服嗱！其實咁嘅咧就呢個就係第一個 sign 嘅第一樣嘅你個 symptom 係你個 sign， 呢個係 sign 嘅 diabetes 或者係前期患病咧，糖尿病病者呢個咧係因為咧你有呢樣嘢咧就係呢個便秘嘅出現啦。咁有可能係影響係食物啦，因為你唔夠fiber 啦，唔夠纖維嘅食物啦，或者藥啦。仲有一樣嘢，糖尿病者好多就係一個咧，好多人冇講嘅俾你聽嘅。就係可能就係因為你啲神經系統開始損壞，當佢損壞嘅時候咧，嗰啲 waveform 落去腸嗰度咧唔喐咁多，唔喐得咁快，開始好慢，咁你咧大便咧就會有問題。呢個係 affect 咗唔係淨係糖尿病，前期患病都有呢個問題，因為好多前患病都有問題啊，點啱嚇？咁呢個咧係常見㗎啦，因為多數都有呢咁嘅嘢。OK。So, majority of people, what will be the symptom is going to be? Now, just now we're talking about sign, they kind of difficult, but symptom usually they have bloating, meaning that they feel, oh, my stomach is bloated, my gut is feel bloated, and difficult passing the stool, and you start seeing the stool is all hard and lumpy. And the symptoms are very simple. They're hard, lumpy, difficult passing the stool. You feel the bowel is not emptying, and maybe sometimes the rectum that's bleeding because you have such a hard time to push it out. So because of that pushing, you create tremendous amount of pressure on your rectum, so it starts bleeding. And then you're going to have frequent abdominal pain because they're so bloated, and I want to go, but I couldn't go because I was stuck. And then you are not passing gas. And then you also have lower back pain because of the fact that you keep pushing, cannot do it. All that will affect your entire bowel movement. You're going to make yourself so uncomfortable. Now, this picture here, you can see your bowel pushing through, all these stool coming through, and become all lumpy over here because all the stool are not really pushing out. On top of that, and start drying up. So on your colon, you take a lot of time, a lot of effort to push this stool out. That's why it becomes extremely difficult. So keep that in mind. This is the symptom that you will see on your constipation. Especially when your stool becomes hard, lumpy, and difficult pass, your constipation just started. So look at that. 嗱，各位堂友，頭先講咗第一咩嘅係 我哋個 sign 係點樣啦？你去唔到啦，每2、3日都去唔到啦。咁個 symptom 咧就睇到真係 happening 嘅東西咯喎。咁點啊？我啲大便一嚿嚿一粒粒嘅，一粒。依家我再俾啲大便你睇下，你就知道係一粒係點樣嘅。仲有咧唔係一條條啊。咁同埋咧好難出去，同埋咧個肚咧成日似為哇去唔到嘅，空唔到嘅，成日都係好似塞住喺度咩。同埋有陣時咧，因為你太多係好難出咧，咁你個肛門啊開始流血。咁同埋咧又放唔到屁嘅喎，因為好多嘢塞住晒，就冇氣走出嚟嘅。咁成日呢個肚唔舒服、痛啦，同埋咧仲有咧有時影響 lower back pain 啦，即係個背脊都痛埋嘅。嗱，呢啲係常見嘅東西。如果有便秘咧，好多人有呢個問題嘅。咁所以咧你就變咗好煩啦，個人咧又好掹震啊，因為去唔到啊。咁我就覺得哇去唔到好辛苦啊。咁所以變咗嚟講咧，呢啲 sign symptom 咧係常見到㗎啦。咁前期患病、糖尿患病者兩樣都有常見嘅。咁我俾咗張相你咧，就係嗰啲大便有一邊粒粒，應該係成咗一條㗎嘛，然後掟出嚟。但係當你便秘嘅時候咧，就變呢啲一粒粒，然後彈出嚟嘅。咁你話幾慘咧？嗱 ，so I'm showing some picture on when you have really mild constipation to severe constipation, what could happen? When you have severe constipation, you see one piece like this will come out and hard and lumpy, and it's all separated. So that is actually severe constipation. But you have mild constipation, then you look like a corn, basically. Look like a corn, like corn that you eat. So it looked like that. And certainly, in some normal one is usually should be majority of people experience normal stool is going to be one. It look like a banana. Come out is really nice and smooth, and it's one whole piece come out. It might be a couple few pieces, but that's okay. This is how it look like. It should be smooth, sausage-like, and it's supposed to be easy to come out. Now you can have a sausage shape, but it's cracked. It's still okay, but normally type 4 is supposed to be better stool. Okay, then if you excuse me, if you lack of fiber, then it's like a soft bloat and clear cut edge. You don't have enough fiber. That's your stools look like that. But you have diarrhea that you have a lot of lumpy, small, soft, and type of stool coming out. This is mild diarrhea. And truly diarrhea is just watery stool, and you have pieces. Now keep in mind, stool. If you have, you're gonna go in to look at you have endoscopy. Look at all the stool is small pieces add together, but they end up lumped together to be one big stool in your gut. That's how it goes. But if your stool is really dehydrated, that's why we form all one piece. That is going to be very much, you are in a form of constipation. So when you have type 1, type 2, you really need to do something about it. And plus add up the sample is you cannot go, you get bloated, you sit a long time, doesn't come out. Yeah, that is what you got to do. You're constipated, and you have to take action to resolve that. If not, you'll feel very frustrated every day. You don't want to get frustrated every day, right? Okay, 嗱，糖尿患病者有可能咧，因為咧你消化系統有時有問題咧，你會變咗咧係好難去，因為你個nerve 唔係咁好嘅時候咧，嗰啲大便唔喐落去嘅時候咧，咁你就開始咧有一粒呢啲咁嘅大便出嚟嘅咧，咁你就已經係真係好弊嘅。即係所謂叫做便秘啦，一粒硬嘅嚇。咁當你如果就算加埋晒一齊，好似一個腸一個好似腸仔咁出嚟咧，咁呢個咧香腸出嚟嘅形狀咧，呢度就有個即係第二型嘅，就唔係即係輕度嘅便秘啦。咁其實啱嘅好嘅大便咧就係第4型，就應該好大嘅正常嘅。第3型咧都係正常，但係都有少 crack 啊啲咁咧都 OK 嘅。咁但係咧呢兩個都係正常大便。但係如果你係唔夠所謂嘅纖維嘅大便咧，就硬嘅一粒粒咁樣嘅。咁然後再加埋咧，好似水流出嚟嗰啲咧， 咁同埋好即係 mushy 啊嗰啲咧就變咗你開始有少少 diarrhea 啦。咁如果更加有 diarrhea 咧，就係全部係水出嚟嘅嚇。咁其實咧記住咧，大便係粒粒製造出嚟咧，然後黐埋晒就一條腸咁嘛。咁呢個就係咁做出嚟。咁呢個咧其實要知道咧，就知道咩嘅叫做大便嘅便秘啦，你要知道咩叫啱嘅大便啦。咁呢個咧你可以影張相嘅，因為呢個重要嘅，因為呢個咧咁你最咧每日都知道呢個我係好嘅大便，呢個就唔好大便。So you guys feel free to take a picture of what is considered good stool, what is considered not good stool. Okay, so take a picture because that will be help you to at least easily identify your own problem of stool. Okay. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, cause of constipation are several-fold. The first one is definitely diet, because you do not have fiber, especially a lot of diabetes, pre-diabetic. We didn't have enough fiber because we are controlling my diet. So you don't eat enough grains, you didn't eat enough vegetable, you cut down your carbs, cut down fiber source. Because you try to cut down carbs, you so cut down fiber source. So because of that, you don't have enough fiber, then that will affect your diabetes. Now, I've been teaching all my clients, and I tell them, look, to help you to cut down your carbs, eat a lot of vegetable. And the better client, I found that they not only eating half of all green vegetables, in other words, they eat a lot of lettuce, a lot of different lettuce. They add up to half the plate. Some even take 3/4 of a plate, all salad basically. And then result of that, they end up to getting that sort of now habit. So they ate really 3/4 worth of plate of salad, include celery, include all kind of good stuff. And then 1/4 will be the protein, such as meats like lean chicken, lean beef, lean pork, whatever, eggs, doesn't matter. Fish, okay, good stuff. But so with that, they actually eliminate the rice and they feel full, and the blood sugar are controlled under 120 or under 614. Wow, that's really good. So a lot of my clients now, they said this is so wonderful because they were able to have a good, healthy fiber diet, but at the same time, they also have good, excellent grains and also fibers, and also able to increase the fiber intake and drink Lowsutea also, so they can really get very good bowel movement. So that was so far, many of the clients telling me that works. Okay, so imagine that if you have not done this, you gotta really try. Okay. Second, I found majority of people who elderly or even young folks, they don't drink enough water. They are dehydrated. You have to put your water, adding your fiber, add together to make your stool to be easy passed out. If you don't drink more than 2 liters water, you're going to have a hard time. The reason is you don't have enough water to make your stool become smooth and become hardened, as well as your water absorbed into the gut. Then you have one lumpy. It doesn't form well on the stool. So, especially diabetes, you know what happened? Your kidney flushed most of the sugars out to the bloodstream, right? So even further dehydrated, your bowel movement harder to move through the system. So actually, the reason why Lowsutea is really good, a lot of people say, drink 2 liters of water. Are you kidding? 2 liters of Lowsutea is a lot. Absolutely not, because each day you're supposed to have 3 liters of fluid to be drank every day. You now only require to drink 2 liters of Lowsutea. Is not a lot at all. Matter of fact, more water and Lowsutea you drink actually help you dilute it, your blood sugar concentration. You lower your blood sugar much faster and better. If you don't drink Lowsutea, actually blood sugar doesn't drop because you have all concentrated blood sugar. Okay, so and also you have a chance of dehydration, especially when you get older. A lot of people are older drinking enough water or Lowsutea because they drank maybe 1,500 or less than 500, 1,000 fluid already, or maybe 1,500 max. And I found that that is too little, okay? Now, also, many diabetes patients also take medication, especially they take calcium channel blocker to lower the blood pressure, because many of us have high blood pressure. So these medications also lower, also create, the medication also cause the constipation. Now, last but not least, a lot of people, 60% diabetes patients get that. They have nerve damage which control the movement of the peristaltic movement of the gut. So net result, many of them they have difficult moving the food down to the large intestine, down to the rectum area because of nerve damage. So these the major cause of the constipation. So you gotta start looking at, well, am I having diet? Not enough. If I'm drinking water, not enough. Is the medication? In fact, nerve damage, you cannot do much, but I will show you a method to improve the peristaltic movement later on. And you will see the effect of how fast you can go to do your, able to get a bowel movement. So this is something that we will start teaching you, and you have something that you can work with, and you can review this slide again if you want to. Later on, you can replay and share with your friends, because I tell you, many people have this problem, and I think more people can hear about it, will be better it is, because I found a lot of people just don't really understand what caused constipation. If they don't understand what caused constipation, they will continue to be frustrated. Imagine every day you have to frustrate about just going to bowel movement, doing your business. Oh, wow, man, terrible, isn't it? So anyway, we'll make sure to do that, okay? 嗱，各位堂友，點解便便係有個原因咧？嗱，好簡單，便便咧，第一，如果你唔夠纖維食物，因為我哋好多時咧就盡量係，哇，我唔好得喎，要減低個碳水化合物咯，啱。但係好多時咧，因為減低嘅時候咧，我就唔食菜啊，唔食即係其他嘅，覺得係好似 carbs 啊。咁佢菜係少咗，好多時都唔記得食菜。哇！呢個好大問題喎，因為你降低咗你嘅菜蔬冇 fibre 或者其他嘅 fibre，咁你嘅大便咧就當然一定唔會有好多呢個 fibre 喺裏邊，咁變或者有好多 grain 喺裏邊啦。咁你變咗嚟講咧，你又唔食生果啦。咁變咗嚟講咧，就好多時咧就真係個唔夠 fibre，你大便好難出嘅。咁我教好多堂友咧，你要食一碟菜咁大碟咧，係一半係菜或者三。依家我啲好多堂友咧係食4/3碟嘅菜，然後加咗四分一嘅東西就係魚啊、豬肉啊，或者瘦肉啊，或者係牛肉啊嗰啲，或者魚啦嚇。咁邊嚟講咧，佢就可能夠令到佢啲菜蔬係好多嘅，佢唔食飯㗎啦已經。咁邊嚟講咧，佢令到佢個糖尿血糖咧跌到幾多啊？120或者係話6.4以下啦。咁係 very good 嘅。咁你其實咧就每日做呢樣嘢，你會好飽嘅啦，因為咧你繼續飲啲去糖茶，再加你嗰啲菜咧，你會飽嘅，因為佢好多 fibre 喺裏面令到佢飽嘅。咁呢個係第一樣嘢。第二樣嘢咧係你飲唔夠水，好多老人家咧弊家伙啦，佢飲1500個cc 嘅水咧，已經係好似好多，其實唔係。每日我係要飲3公升水嘅。咁飲去糖茶已經有2公升水啦，再你仲有1公升飲其他嘢，飲湯啊都 OK 啦，係咪？咁呢個咧每日如果有呢樣嘢，就令到啲血糖咧係會即係會變咗係唔會好結啲糖唔好結，每幾日血糖會降低，降低咗之後你一定會覺得好嘅，因為呢個係好重要嘅。咁仲有咧，你個可能有機會咧就係因為你個藥物嘅食嘅東西，尤其是好啲血壓藥，好多係會令到你係會便秘嘅。 如果你便秘，你話俾醫生聽，醫生會同佢轉藥，你啲藥唔會便秘。咁但係有一個好多人唔知道咧，原來咧，因為你糖尿病或者前期患病咧，你開始會 affect 咗你嘅 vagus nerve。你 vagus nerve 就你個闊咧，嗰啲食物咧唔會慢慢咁推嗰啲嗰個食物落去大腸嗰度咧，依個先係最大問題啊！當你有依個嘅時候，好多人就有依個問題出現咧，就令到你便秘啦。So cause of constipation really we can fix very quickly is diet with fiber diet, high fiber diet, dehydration. We can fix 2 liters of Lowsutea plus 1 more liters of other stuff, soup, whatever. And then medication, talk to the doctor, get rid of the change the blood pressure medication with less constipation consequences. And the nerve damage, I show you the tricks, how to help you to stimulate more your nerve. So 1, 2, 3, 4 problem you'll be solved just by yourself. How about that? Amazing. So 4樣嘢都可以做到嘅。第一，食物改變到，飲水2000公升再加1000公升水搞掂。第3，藥物話俾醫生聽我便秘喎，佢就轉藥。第4。nerve damage， 我有一個方法令到 nerve 更加喐翻嘅。咁呢個咧係4樣嘢都令到你便秘減少，哇幾好嘢啊！所以你一定今日咧你一個好重要嘅lecture 咧，幫助你入咗開，或者第時你俾你其他朋友睇，幫助你係用我哋嗰個方法咧，係令到你更加係可以防禦咗便秘。咁啊，好簡單係 treatment 啦。第一，因為啦blood sugar 咧就會係一定係咧係會令到你咧係會即係你個blood sugar 會 damage 你個便秘啊，因為你個 nerve damage 嘛。咁第一樣咧即係降低血糖。當你降低血糖咧，你個 vagus nerve 咧就唔會 damage， 咁你個 blood sugar level 咧就會好咗。咁如果 blood sugar level 好咗之後咧，咁你個 intestine 咧就唔會記得更加 nerve damage 多啲啦。咁你冇 nerve damage 嘅時候咧，咁你就會係 OK 嘅。OK， so by the way, I'm sorry about the typo. There's blood sugar level. So you want to go down your blood sugar level, continue to be normal. Like for example, always below 120. In Hong Kong will be under 6.4. That will be good. So your intestine nerve damage is substantial decrease, okay? Second, you have to eat food, high fiber food, like whole grain, fruits, vegetable. You can eat pears, you can eat berries. A lot of these, fruits will not check out your blood sugar, a low glycemic index. So you take those fruits. I found eating pears okay with me because it doesn't check out blood sugar, but it has a lot of fibers, so that is good for you. And you get vegetable is very important. I mentioned, I eat about 3/4 plate of all, salad plus a little fish and meat. Wow, my blood sugar hardly goes up. I will be staying somewhere between 7, 8, wonderful, because just more fiber and my bowel movement was good. You gotta drink at least 2 liters. Lowsutea already give you basically 2 liters of that. You get 1 more liter, so you need to drink 3 liters total, 3 liters of water. So that will help you. And also train yourself, go bowel movement at the same time each day. A lot of people do it just in the morning, like after you wake up, you go have a bowel movement. Some people do it at night before they go sleep. Whatever time is comfortable for you, but the key is don't rush. Because rush, you get nervous, you cannot make bowel movement. You gotta make it easy, sit down in a place, I'm comfortable, then you can able to get through the bowel movement process very easy. You have to give yourself enough time, but not too long though, but you have to give yourself relaxed time. And a lot of time you put a footstool right below, give your head, your knee up a little higher, and lean forward. You give a better position to make a bowel movement. Now, last but not least, I'll teach you Acupressure. And that is to help you better stimulate your nerve because a lot of nerve damage. This will give you a more stimulated nerve. I'll show you how to do that. And that is the important things that you can show to your friends and show these videos to them and help them out or help you out also. So that would be really good to share this video to others, okay? 各位同學，因為咧，如果便秘咧，第一樣嘢你要控制血糖，因為你唔想繼續去 damage 你個 nerve 腸嘅 nerve。咁控制血糖咧就係你要能夠令到你個血糖咧唔會低過低過6.4啦，唔好高過6.4以上啦，或者你120啦，美國式就係。咁你要食好多 fibre， 好多有纖維嘅食物。就算水果要食好似 pear 啊或者梨啊，呢啲好多 fibre， 但係 low glycemic index 咁 OK 啦。咁同埋咧就要食好多蔬菜。嗱，我依家食差唔多4分3碟嘅蔬菜，就係4分1就係魚啊、瘦肉嘅東西嘅啫。咁同埋咧要飲3公升水喎，2個 litre Lowsutea， 仲有1公升係其他水湯都 OK 嘅。咁同埋咧，你去大便有個時間控制，即係話每次去我都係朝頭早去或者晚黑去嘅。咁同埋咧，仲要俾你夠時間去，同埋咧最好有個凳仔咧喺腳個晾起咗佢咧，咁你個膝頭哥遞起些少，同埋你個人向前面坐咧，咁你個 bowel movement 咧係更加好嘅，因為你個姿勢好啊。咁你去嘅時候咧就出去大便容易啲嘅。最後咧。我會有穴位嘅介紹，點樣撳咩穴位咧，能夠你去個bowel movement更加好咧。咁我下一次又講俾你聽啦。咁呢個咧，即係頭先講咧，有4個問題全部解決到㗎。最重要咧降低血糖先 ，OK？ 嗱 ，another treatment certainly you could have have laxative, okay? A lot of people say, why can't I go there and buy some laxative? Yes, you can do laxative, but it cannot be long-term use. So whatever laxative you use, you gotta have short-term only, but you gotta try all the thing with diet, water, and then you have to make sure that you do acupressure. All that has to try first before you get into this one, okay? Okay, now, so the laxative, including like bulk formation laxative, that's always been there. Also make your bowel movement larger, softer, encourage the movement passing through. That also have some laxative there. There's also osmotic agent like milk, magnesia. These are the ones that will osmotic agent to help you pass through. So you can drink milk if you want to. Yeah, small amount. Lubricant will be like mineral oil, feed enema. Those are things that will help you to lubricate your bowel to get it easy to come out. Softened stool, then you have the Ducalax, Ducasate is stool softener. Then you have stimulate Ducalax, only use it to very constipated severe, then you gotta use Ducalax to do that by these kind of medication. So I will try to do the less severe one first. Like for example, drink some milk. Some people drink milk and go. So try those things first before you go to truly medication like Ducalax and stuff like that. And so that will be probably the best choice. Use the less severe dependency. Metamucil will be also very good. So you use those before you can actually go all the way down to Ducalax, okay? 嗱，各位朋友，如果真係唔得嘅話，做曬咁多嘢唔得，咁當然啦，你要將嗰啲大便排出嚟啦。咁有幾樣嘢嘅，第一就係將嗰啲大便咧 form 咗個 form，能夠更加嚿出到嚟啦，一條咁樣。第二樣咧就令到個腸咧喐翻，咁然後快脆將啲食物走出嚟啦。咁有嗰時咧飲牛奶啊，嗰啲人咧就會令到佢腸係好快脆喐嘅。咁飲牛奶 OK 啦。咁有嗰時咧再唔得咧就要攝金油條啦。咁有之後佢屙上去啦，咁令到 大便又更容易出嚟啦。咁有個藥咧就叫Ducosate， 但 Ducosate 咧就係一啲令到嗰個大便咧能夠更加軟滑啲咁樣出到嚟。但係真係好唔得啦，真係好大咧，咁真係食藥一樣嘅個 Ducolax， 咁呢個咧就會真係令到佢咧就 stimulate 咗個大便走出嚟嘅。咁但係我覺得最好咧都係抄晒啲東西，唔好食藥住，飲下牛奶啊嗰啲東西咧，加啲 fibre 嘅東西上去啊，咁你先能夠出嚟咧就好過你食藥，因為食藥咧係 cannot do long-term dependence 嘅，好嘛？嗱，依個就重要啦 ，OK？ So I am able to now show you the Acupressure relief of constipation. The first one is your left arm. This is left. You see my watch is a left. And from here, the index finger, you see this index finger, the pinky finger, you line it up all the way down to here. You see this over here? There's a crease, okay? And this, by the way, you can take a picture. What I show you right now, you take a picture, okay? So you can able to feel the crease here. You see the crease? There's a little lump, and you see there's a tendon here. And that tendon, you can feel the tendon is on the left side of the tendon. You press in, and you move forward and stroke toward to your finger. Move upward 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it doesn't work, you got more intensity. You do it about 10, 20 times. You're gonna start feeling your bowel start moving. It help you to move your peristaltic movement of your bowel, move like that. So you actually, when you sit in the toilet, you're doing nothing. Then you can do that. And you know what? After 10 times, you're gonna start feeling that peristalsis. It's that very simple. You see right here, come down on this line, come all the way down here. There's a tendon. On the tendon, on the left side of the tendon is inside. And you can push upward 10 times. And then you continue to move this way. You will feel that activities are eventually you feel the peristalsis move up very fast, okay? So this is the one of the very powerful movement of the bowel movement here. You see over here, and you press onto it. You're gonna use this finger to press it. I found is very simple to do. The thumb to do that is your left arm. Left arm. Only the left arm will work, not right arm. Okay. Now the second one important is you see this thing over here, the thumb. In this end of the crease over here, there's a point you can press. And this point, you're going to press it for 10 minutes. The index finger at the end of the crease, use the thumb, and you press in this. And you're going to do some deep breathing in 10 minutes. This is also will start stimulating your peristalsis. Now, don't do that if you're pregnant, because basically, this is increase your labor, induced labor, actually, if you're pregnant. So again, come here. You see this crease come down. You right above this, right below this crease. As you press 10 minutes, then you can able to create this, stimulant. Okay. Now the third one, which is right here. You see this? This crease, you see this arm crease right here, looking down here. This is the point with this crease. Show you a little more here. The crease here, come down here. This is the point. And you have to go press 1 minute, and the bowel crease, you press it both ends for 1 minute. Again, you press again 1 minute. If it doesn't work, you press again 1 minute, or continue to press until you feel really released. This is all the stimulation. Now, if you get used to it, you can put both sides. Do it on both sides, okay? And this is really help you on both sides, okay? So you can press this. So the first most powerful is this one right here, okay? Second one is this one right here. And the third is this one. So the third is the elbow one. So you got to press the end of the elbow, press both sides for 1 minute, and continue to press until you feel the peristaltic movement going. So this is going to be extremely, extremely powerful acupressure to help you to stimulate, stimulate this, movement. Okay. I see. I think I am on full screen actually. I don't know how to get that. Okay. 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 Now, you know what? I'm going to speak one more time in Chinese. Okay. 第一樣嘢，各位，因為呢個咧係嚟由呢個手指尾一路落到嚟呢一度，呢個咧就有一個 crease 咁樣嘅，即係一個折痕啊。咁之後側邊咧，你揾到條筋嘅左邊咧入去裏邊咧就有一個窿仔咁嘅呢度嚇。咁呢度咧就推上去，呢度推上去係左手啊，唔係右手啊，左手。咁推上咧，你係做大概10次到咧，咁你就開始感覺到有少個腸會喐嘅。如果你感覺唔到，再做10次，再感覺繼續上去腸一路咁做下咧，你嘅會開始感覺要去噶啦。OK， 呢個係一個好 powerful 嘅點嚟嘅，呢個係會好用嘅呢個點。OK，this is very powerful。OK， 呢個 OK。咁第二個咧就係呢隻手指睇唔到呢度，呢個 crease 落呢度啊。咁呢度咧就有個嘅呢度 crease 落到嚟呢度，喺呢度睇唔到。咁呢度咧又係撳佢10分鐘。咁呢個咧係用隻手呢個手指公啊撳佢10分鐘。咁呢個咧就會係能夠令到你咧係幫助你係會開始，亦都感覺會呢個亦都好 powerful 㗎。咁如果你係有身紀嘅，就千祈唔好做啦，因為咧呢個咧係會令到你咧去生，即係induce labour， 令到你感覺會生仔個感覺嘅，所以呢個要好小心啊！如果你有 BB 就唔好，即係 pregnancy 就唔好做呢個。咁做兩邊都可以做嘅，右手邊、左手邊兩邊都可以做嘅。OK， 就呢度呢個 crease 嘅呢個手指嘅 crease， 呢隻手指嚟到呢度有個 crease 落咗嚟呢度，喺呢度做，睇唔睇到 ？OK， 咁啦，仲有啦，兩邊呢個 crease 睇唔睇到啊？呢度落到嚟到呢度又可以撳一個嘅，呢個咧亦都係一個10分 powerful 嘅呢個係好重要嘅穴位啊！睇唔睇到呢個？咁令到呢邊又係兩邊都係㗎嚇。咁你可以如果你做到兩邊咧1分鐘，撳咗佢之後又再撳1分鐘，又撳1分鐘，撳到你覺得係可以去到為止，亦都 OK 嘅。呢3個地方嘅穴位咧，都係10分好 powerful 嘅東西，令到你會去嘅。OK，so imagine this is the acupressure will definitely help you stimulate your nerve. Can go. Sorry, I take a little longer time to explain, but this is very important. You share this with your friend, and then you can help you to basically help you to go. Okay. Now, in summary, constipation. Basically, if you have like 2 to 3 days, you cannot go. Every 3 times per week, you cannot go. Then you really have a constipation. And the reason diabetic will have constipation because many of them have first nerve damage, and secondly because their poor diet, lack of fibers, and lack exercise. And certain meds like blood pressure pill will help you or can hamper you to become constipated. So treatment very important. You have to eat fiber, lots of vegetable, basically, whole grain, fruits. You got to use low glycemic. The food, like for example, like pears, things like that, berries. You have to get regular exercise. Drink 2 liters Lowsutea plus 1 liter water, and then if you need Laxative, only do it short term, not long term. And then acupressure will definitely will be help you to stimulate your nerve. Remember the 4 actual items that we talk about, like diet, water, and then meds you can ask the doctor to change. And then acupressure, your nerve damage, will help you to stimulate nerve now. So those are all able to help you to improve your constipation. 嗱，各位同友講咗之後啦，我哋知道咧便秘咧，如果你每一個禮拜有3日都去唔到大便，你真係有啲便秘啦。咁同埋仲有咧，便秘好重要咧，就係因為你係糖尿病者或者前患者，你啲 nerve 咧就可以你啲神經都開始損壞。咁變咗嚟講咧，咁你係會當你腸咧就唔會去做得快咁一路喐啲大便落嚟啦。咁同埋咧，因為神經損壞咧，咁你係要做啲咩咧？就第一真係要食多啲纖維嘅食物啦，要有生果啦，生果係食咩？生果係啤梨啊或者梨啊嗰啲嗰種食物啦，會係多啲纖維啦 ，low glycemic 食物啦，同埋仲要 regular exercise 啦。要運動啦，因為唔運動咧，你都未必做到即係好多你即係大便嘅 function 嘅。咁同埋咧，最緊每日要飲3公升水啊，3公升冇聽錯啊，2 個 liter 已經係2公升已經係去糖茶，再加公升湯其他食物都 OK 嘅。咁仲有咧就要飲4公升都 OK 㗎，最飲多啲水，飲多啲水 OK。如果你係需要即係食啲瀉藥啊嗰啲東西咧，就唔好成日食嘅，因為食得晒多咧會唔可以 depend on long term 嘅，所以一定要靠呢啲咁嘅食物咧係幫助你係能夠降到大便。咁第二樣嘢，如果你 nerve 唔 work 咧，我曾經教咗俾啲穴位按摩咧，你就呢個係可以幫助你咧 stimulate 翻你嗰腸嘅穴位啦，咁就幫助你咧 stimulate 嘅 nerve 啦，能夠令到大便。So today。This is my lecture. Is hope that you guys can capture a lot. You can feel free to share this information with your friend. It's so important to really get you guys know what it is. And I hope that this will help you. Now I'm going to leave my email here. I know a lot of people had asked me questions, and I think it's so important. So this is my email, nddlao@gmail.com. Can people see my email here? And so I hope we can able to provide you oh, okay. I don't know why we cannot see this. Acupressure. Okay, hold on. I'll go back there. Okay. Let's take a picture. Can you see the picture acupressure? I'm in full screen. Eugene, could you please show acupressure exercise full screen without screen sharing? Okay. Oh, without screen sharing? Hold on. Without screen sharing. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Eugene, can you see this better or no? Eugene, can you see this better? It's about the same. Demo without screen share. Okay. Okay. So, okay, let me try to get off the screen share first. I see. Okay, I understand what Eugene was telling me. Okay, fine. Let me try to get that off first. Okay. Can you see now, Eugene, my hand? Everybody see? Okay, that's good. Now, you have to have your index right here, the pinky fingers, right? Pinky fingers. You line it down all the way down to here. You see that, Chris? Okay. Okay, there is a crease here, and right ahead you will feel a tendon. Okay, that definitely you will feel a tendon. And the tendon right next to the left side of the tendon, okay, you will press down, press upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can everybody follow this? Can everybody follow this? Eugene, can you follow this? You can see to follow. This is really going to help you. This is a powerful actually exercise can help you to stimulate your bowel to move. Okay, this is a powerful one. So this is the first one. I'll show you the most powerful one first. Okay. Now, second one is using this. You see this Chris over here? The Chris over here. Coming down. The Chris. The thumb Chris. Right here, right? Okay. So right here, there is a point also. You press it down. You do 10 minutes press down and at the same time to deep breathing. Deep breathing. You can do it for a left arm. You do it on right arm also. So left and right, you do the same thing. Okay. So can you see this, everybody? Eugene, can you see this? Give me a yes if you can see this. Okay. This is going to be very, very important to do this. Can you all follow me to do this? The line with the thumb, open up the thumb line, and then with the line, you point toward the end of the line, you press this, okay? Then you press down and press 10 minutes doing deep breathing in both arms. This one too, same thing, okay? Right here, same thing. You see the press? Same thing. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. You open this arm, Chris, come down here, okay? And then press 10 minutes, okay? Then you can able to actually find your bowel is going to start feeling moving. Now you're pregnant, you don't want to do this one. The reason is this is going to be induced labor. You don't want to get that done, okay? And the third is you see the Chris with the elbow, the Chris here, elbow, come down right here. You see this elbow right here. Then you want to press over here, 1 minute, deep breathing, 1 minute deep breathing. You can press both sides at the same time when you get used to this. But importantly, you do 1 minute at a time and continue to do 1 minute at a time. It doesn't work good. 1 minute at a time, 1 minute at a time. And this 3 points will definitely help you to relieve your bowel. Now, I have left you my email address. You can actually write to me if you have any question I can help you with, okay? So, I have some question. Where Shirley has asked cause of rectal cancer or tumor, is this the same as colon cancer? Okay. Now, the colon cancer and rectal cancer are 2 areas. Maybe I'll show you a slide. Where's the rectum? Where's the colon? Hold on. Let me go back onto the screen sharing first. Okay, this is the colon. This is colon. So your cancer most likely are in somewhere around here. This is rectal. So this is rectal, this is colon. Now, a lot of people, especially if they are, 50 and above, they always have chance of polyps. These polyps will be formed all along this way because you might have not enough fiber, and all could be genes, could be inheritance. So people who have family of gut cancer, this is always common. So you're supposed to be, if you have this history, you're supposed to be every 5 years, you should do a colonoscopy, meaning they put a scope inside here, look at the colon, see if you have any polyps. If you have polyps, cut it away and found out whether the cancer or not. If the cancer, they have to surgically remove this area. Rectal is different, it's different place. So your question is, cause of rectal cancer or colon cancer, the cause may be similar, meaning that either you have genes, you have all that, but could be possible. But it's a 2 different cancer area. You know, this area here, this is rectal, this is colon. So you should always, if you're 50 and above, should do a colonoscopy. And I think in the United States, they also ask you to do that. It costs some money. In Hong Kong, now they ask 50 and above, or 60, 50, I think 50 or 60 above, they actually give you free examination. Even beyond the Hong Kong government, you can get outside private doctors can do that, and then they will charge back the Hong Kong government. I think they have this program going. So you should able to do that, because if not, you got colon cancer. It's a silent disease. You don't know anything. You don't feel anything, but there's a cancer. If you don't take care of it, the cancer will spread through the lymph node, eventually go to your lung and heart. I mean, not heart, lung and liver. Oh, then you'll be really sad, because then you have, you know, very detrimental cancer disease. So very much so, and if you're over 50, you got to do that screening. Okay. I hope I answered your question, Shirley. Thank you for asking. 各位同學，Shirley 問咧，如果係呢個大腸癌同埋呢個肛門嘅癌有個分別咧？咁兩笪地方唔同嘅，呢個大腸，呢個肛門。咁但係咧，有好多人咧，大腸咧好多時咧，你50零歲咧就會有啲叫做 polyps， 啲叫一個 growth， 一個腸嘅細嘅 growth， 好多時因為我哋唔夠食 fibre， 或者我哋個屋企人咧有 cancer 咧。咁好多時有，咁你每5年咧就要 check 一次，咁 make sure剔咗之後咧，嗰啲腸嘅polyp 拎走咗咧之後咧，咁你就最低限度咧就知道咧我係冇事，因為如果你大腸癌咧係冇乜症狀嘅，如果你有大腸癌出咗現之後咧，就去咗其他嘅 lymph node 啊，咁你就弊啦，因為嗰度咧咁嘅醫咧就有排醫嘅，如果你再冇知道之後咧，就去咗好多不同嘅地方就好弊啦 ，OK？ 呢個就係 question。OK， let's see another question here. OK， OK， I think I pretty much answer all the questions, Shirley question, and thank you very much, Pat. 多謝阿 Pat 啊，你好高興見到你今日啊。I don't know who else. Any more question? If no more question, it's good to take a picture of this one, and you can share it with your friends, and I will able to maybe use this lecture repeat. You can bring it to your friends because we have basically all 4 actual problems we already answered. Or write to me, anddlau, ANDYDLAU@gmail.com, and I will try to answer you. 嗱，有咩問題請各位朋友寫一個 email 俾我啊，叫 Andy ANDY D with a D as a dog LAU@gmail.com. Wow. Okay. Well, thank you very much. Sorry for the delay. I mean extended. I know everybody have so many questions. I appreciate you guys asked. I hope I answer all your questions. And so we could hope that will help you with your bowel movement. And I appreciate your busy time listen to a webinar. Thank you again, and have a nice weekend. Take care. I hope that I will continue to give you an excellent webinar to help you to give you continue a solution, not only for diabetes, pre-diabetic, but other problems that you can work with to improve your health. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.